Hi HCGers, HCG Berry Babe. It's late, I'm tired. And I realized that I had planned a vlog and I was ready for bed and it was like, oh, I better vlog. And the reason I needed to vlog tonight was that I'm afraid in the morning when I wake up, I won't have good news just because my body's been acting kind of strange lately. Just to refresh your memory, Wild Time, this was way back May 11. So lost 8.8 pounds, did really well. My mother-in-law passed and I got into the food. And here's my stars, new virgin weight, and here's my planned interruption. So the topic of this vlog is, how did my planned interruption go? Well, as of today, it went very well. Starting on the 4th, and so this is, I was down a little bit, but then when I stopped the pellets, I went up to 258, and I stayed there for 3 days. Then I actually came down a little bit the day of the meetup. Had a nice time at the meetup. Had an exceptional time at the meetup. I ate. I just ate. I ate what I wanted. And then Susie and Lori were loading, and I wanted to be loading too, so I ate all the next day. So I went up, and then I came down, and this morning I was way down, and I'm 0.1 above my lowest, which was 156.8. Today I was 156.9. So I've been trying really hard to stay really to my modified protocol. I just really want to do the HCG limbo. How low can I go? But I'm feeling like tonight I got in all my water. I was pretty good with my food. But I'm feeling not trusting what's happening after I had that gain when I went into P3 or went into transition, and I hadn't done anything to earn the gain, and then it stayed up there. I'm just wondering if I'm looking at that as stabilization. I don't know. I've been having a real hard time. I'm below 160. I'm in the 150s. I managed not to be honest, I had to go back to bed both mornings in order to get it down below 160. But I was 159.9, 159.2, 159.2, and then this morning 156.9. So I just, skin of my teeth, if I hadn't brushed my teeth, it would have been by the skin of my teeth. Didn't make it back up into the 160s. So if I'm going to be in the 150s, okay, but I want to get low enough that if, 158 is too close to 160, because I always, when I go back into carbs of any kind, I always gain, and it may be the glycogen stores in the water, but I always gain. So I would consider my planned interruption a success. It's the first time that I've ever done anything on HCG in all the years that I've been trying to make this work, that I set a goal and I made it. I don't know what tomorrow will bring. Nighttime has been really hard. It's warm here. I got out, I sat down at my sewing machine and I did ironing, and I had another pair of pants that I had already measured to trim the legs. I got those skinny legs. My waist is so big in proportion to what my legs are doing in any kind of clothes. So I'm keeping on. Update, Fat But Foxy is taking a break from HCG. she was cruising just above 200. And, you know, from 199 to 200, it's bigger than 1 pound. From 159 to 160, tiny compared to 200, from 200 to 199. If you remember, she has 13 adopted children. Her oldest just returned home recently with some kids and has been putting her through some changes. And stress-wise, on top of everything else that was going on, just sent her through the roof. So she has not put back on all the weight that she took off with the HCG. The pellets worked well for her, so she's confident that when she's ready to go back, the pellets will work for her, and I'm real pleased about that. I have talked to another friend. This one has had the same third surgery that I've had, duodenal switch, and when she had her plastics done, had a hell of a time. Had lost way low and was laid up flat on her back for over 6 months, and so wasn't able to exercise and hasn't been able to get back into it, and she's looking at almost 50 pounds she wants to lose. So I just really gave her the spiel and told her where she could get the pellets and gave her one of Robin's books and told her Pounds and Inches website, and I gave her several of your channel names so that she could come on and see a variety of people and how we deal with things. I gave her my handle. You know, I'm not doing this perfect, but I'm not giving up. I just keep plugging on, and if I keep doing that, eventually I'm going to get where I want to go. I've been doing it for the last 50 years of my life. I'm not about to stop now. So thank you for all the compliments. So many of you are talking about how skinny I am. I'm finally starting to get some relief in my midsection. It's been my own menopausal self finally getting to where the excess fat is coming off my midsection. But I still have so much skin, it's real hard to tell what's fat and what's skin. So I'm hoping that if I do the HCG limbo, that will tell me. Because until I feel that extreme hunger, I won't believe that I've taken off as much as I can take off, and I'll think that I took the coward's way out. So if I get all the way to the bottom, who am I kidding? You know, will I get there? I don't believe it, just like I didn't believe I'd ever be in the 150s. So 155, I would like to see 155. I would like to break 155 actually, because I remember being 155 when I was 12 years old for about this long. I was 200 by the time I hit 8th grade and ran at about 260 for most of high school. So, you know, I'm in the 150s, and when I start feeling fat, I say, you are not fat, you weigh in the 150s. And I look at myself, it's like, okay, you don't look fat. But you know, when I went from 156 to 158, those couple of pounds, I could feel it. It used to be 20 pounds before I felt anything. So, and this friend of mine pulled out her before picture. She was like up in the high 300s, and she, you know, the 50 pounds that she's put on, she said she feels just like she's right back there in the high 300s, and I understand. I just really understand. So I got my fingers crossed, and I'm hoping she's watching this, and I'm hoping that she's watching all of you so that she can really become connected, because for me the difference has been all of you, and I want to thank you for that. So I run long, I'm sorry. I know I come on not as often as I should, and I talk for longer than I should. And sorry about that. It is what it is. All right, that's it for now. Bye-bye.